Hey guys, Julie Saillant, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back to the channel. I am a light worker, starseed healer, animal communicator. I am someone who helps you find your gifts, work with your gifts, bring you into alignment for what your soul came here to do. I talk to animals, and this is for the Master Life Path 11s. At this channel, it's all about numerology, and for you guys, I am an 11 as well, so I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're growing the channel. Don't forget to comment. I respond to every comment unless it's not good, meaning, you know, sexual or something that I have to report. But anyways, I digress. But thank you for being here. I wanted to come on today, and I didn't have anything specific I wanted to say. I pulled 6 cards for you guys, 3 of which were what you're struggling with, and 3 of which are what your future is. And it was really interesting to me. I've been getting a lot of comments, and if you book time with me, if you'd like to book time with me, all that's in the description box below. Thank you so much for everyone that has booked time with me. I love working with every single one of you. One thing that I've been getting quite a bit in the comments and also in my private clients is that people are having trouble channeling. And when I say channeling, this is what I do on a daily basis, right? I go out and I speak to God, to the universe, to spirit, to the divine, to my totem animals, to my ancestors, to your ancestors, and I channel information for you and for the collective. And for the 11s, we are the most empathic out of all of the signs. We are the ones that are the ones that are really trying to help bring love to the planet. We are probably, in my humble opinion, the most misunderstood out of all the numbers, because we are like the lie detectors and we can see through people, and we don't do it on purpose and we don't do it to hurt anybody. It's a gift that we have. And for a lot of people, they get very put off by this, especially if they're super shady. But even if you're just, a regular person, right, and you're not used to somebody looking inside of you, right, and seeing the real you, it can be very daunting and very kind of like, oh, holy crap, a little scary there. We don't mean any harm by it. And if you're here, you know this, right? We have a lot of layers. We are here to help the collective. We are here to spread love. We are here to learn, and we are here to offer our gifts to anybody that needs us. That is what we do. We are empathic. We are intuitive. We are who we are. We are very much misunderstood. But sometimes people take our kindness for weakness, and that's when we don't like that, right? We get pretty upset about that. But what I've been hearing from a lot of you is that you've been having trouble really receiving messages. Now, there's a couple things I want to go over here, and hopefully this will help you. If you are, and I say this in a lot of my videos, if you're channeling, okay, everyone does channeling differently. So for me, I always say this, I have a very busy mind, and I think most 11s do. Our minds are always going, right? Even when you lay down at night, chances are your mind still is going, right? So I'm not the person, and you may not be the person, we may not be the person who sits there and is like, that doesn't work for us. That doesn't work for me. It might work for you. And if it does, awesome. But if it doesn't, what I do is I use music, right? Music is very important to 11s. We speak through music. I can't go a day without listening to music. On any given day, if you say to me, how do you want to express yourself? I'll be like, I listen to all kinds of music. Things that I listen to music that I don't even understand the words for. Like if it's in Spanish, I don't know Spanish, but I love it. And I just listen to it because I like the beat and it makes me happy. And it is one of the ways that you will break up any sort of, what's around you. If you need to, kind of break up the energy and make it, kind of rise, right? Instead of being a downer and heavy, if you want it to rise, put on some music and dance around, because honestly, that raises your vibration, it makes you happy, and that changes everything around you. But what I do is I put on some music that I like, and you can put on whatever works for you, and then I channel in. Now, what I always recommend, and everyone's different, right? So this is just suggestions, guys, right? This is just what works for me. But find what works for you and then stick with it. But what I do is I ask spirit to come through. I ask all of my archangels to come through, which I've done this many times for you guys. It's Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriella. Now I have Gabrielle. I call her Gabriella. Some people call him Gabriel, but everyone's different, right? Raphael and Metatron. Those are the 5. I always, and I see them kind of the north, south, east, west in front of me and above me and below me, all around me protected, right? I then ask for my totem animals to come through. And then I ask for my ancestors to come through. Now, your totem animals, if you do not have any totem animals yet coming through to you, it's a perfect opportunity. Every one of you should have at least 1 to 2 animals that will show up for you. Usually they will show up one at a time because they don't want to overwhelm you. Totem animals can be any animal. It doesn't necessarily have to be a dog or a cat, right? I've got a bear, I've got a lion, I've got a snake, I've got a couple, right? They can be anything. Whatever shows up for you, then you need to have the conversation with it. In other words, a lot of times for clients, they'll say, I'm having a problem with my totem animal showing up. And I'll say, okay, let me bring them in for you. This is what I do, right? I hold space for you, and then your animal will show up. When your animal shows up, you'll see them in an image, okay? And then ask them, be thankful. Thank you so much for being here. I can't stress enough. In the spiritual realm, being kind, saying please and thank you is very, very important. This is not the 3D realm. Be kind, please, because you need to know and understand that any deity, any totem animal, any ancestor, anyone that shows up for you has just as much free will to leave. So if you take them for granted, if you don't treat them correctly, they will leave. They will, because what they'll think is you're not ready for me. And I've had this happen with clients, right? I brought them their totem animal and the person's like, I'm not ready. And I'm like, okay, there's nothing I can do, right? Just lead with love. It's okay. Your animal knows this. Your ancestors know this. Your angels know this. It's okay. But if you are ready and they show up, then thank them for being there, right? Let's just say you had a tiger. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And then ask them, just very simply, right? May I know your name? Right? Very simple. Like, I'm having a conversation with you. What's your name? And they'll tell you. And then you can ask them questions. Now, this is where a lot of people kind of get hung up because they're thinking that the animal or their ancestors or the archangels are just going to come in with all this information. Now, I will tell you that the deities do this. Okay, so God, Spirit, Divine, Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesh, Kali, the deities, they do come in with fire, with information right away. Like whatever you need, they're going to just give it to you. But the others kind of hang back as if they're very polite, right? So they'll say, okay, ask me a question. And this is where I think there's a disconnect. A lot of us will say, oh, I'm waiting. And they're like, yeah, but we're waiting for you. What do you need to know? Because I have a lot of information. I'm a sentient being. You're a small fry in the 3D and I'm a sentient being over here. I'm an archangel or I'm a totem animal and I'm here to help you. What do you need? So ask them questions. And I always say, start with something super simple, like, what am I not seeing right now? Or I'm struggling right now with this particular situation. I don't seem to be able to find a way through it. Can you help me? I'm really stuck here. I need help. I need guidance. And they'll help you. Now, it's the same with your ancestors. Always ask your ancestors to come forward. They are more than willing to help you because they're your ancestors, right? And usually, I will say, is there anyone specific that would like to come forward and talk to me today? And I'll have my grandmother will come forward, right? Or my father will come forward, or whoever. And if you know them, great. They could be way farther down the line. They could have been somebody from 1800 that you never met before. And so again, just be very kind. Thank you so much for being here, right? I'm struggling with this. Can you help me? Or what do you see that I don't see? Or how can I move forward? What's the best way for me to move forward? So those are just some suggestions. So use music, ask your ancestors, your totem animals, your archangels and your deities to come forward. Now, here's the most important part. Many of you right now are walking around, as you should, with all of your shields up, protective shields up, as you should, okay? I teach all my clients to do this. Shields are important, protection is important. We are very vulnerable and very gifted a number sign, right? We have a lot of insight and we have very high vibration, a lot of us, most all of us, which means we have to protect ourselves, okay? If you are going into channel, once you bring in your team, let your shields down, okay? Because if you don't, it's very difficult for others to come through, okay? So beyond that, if you're having issues, you could be blocked. You could be blocked from negative energy that you've picked up from someone else that you don't even realize. It could be subconscious. You could have just maybe your chakras are blocked. You could be blocked and they could be holding you in place and they're not letting anything through on purpose. And this is kind of a hard one for people to understand. And I always tell people this is important. And the reason why is because you might not be ready to hear what they have to say. So it's all about timing. You can't see everything. So try as best you can, try a few different ways, find something that works for you, okay? If you need my help, reach out to me and we can do this together, because what I do is I hold space and bring my whole team in for you, and then you practice while you're protected. So, because a lot of times people are a little bit worried about, well, I'm not protected and I'm not sure what's going to happen. So just want to throw that out there. Okay. Just going to ask your ancestors to please come through, just to take a deep breath with me and open your heart. So deep breath in, open your heart and let it out. One more deep breath in, open your heart and let it out. Just ask your ancestors to come through with any messages for you for the collective. Okay, they're showing me right now that there's a lot of you out there that have a very strong disbelief in self. You are getting messages, but you are not believing them to be true. You're not moving forward with them, on them, because you don't believe them to be true. Why? Why is that? You are stuck in a loop, they're saying, of your own design. Okay. They're showing me that you're in a loop of your own design, meaning you are going around and around and around. You're saying the same things over and over and over, and you don't even realize it. In other words, I'm trying to accomplish a goal, but I can't accomplish my goal because of this, this, and this. And then you're going around and saying it again and again and again. They're saying, get out of your head and look around at all the gifts that you have. They're saying that many of you have gifts that you don't even realize that you have. They are putting people in your path to help you. Have faith. Have faith. Lean into the faith from the fear. They're saying that so many of you have had a whole life filled with fear. And I know what that's like. And a lot of 11s, we all feel this, right? Because a lot of us weren't accepted as we are for our gifts. People didn't know what to do with us. Even if you had a great childhood, they didn't understand us. They didn't know what to do with us. Our gifts were put to the side. They weren't treasured as other gifts are, right? Let's just say you had a financial gift. That gift, or a gift with music, that gift would be looked upon as like, whoa, this is awesome. If you had a gift of intuition, they'd be like, so what are you going to do with that? Right? Which has made a lot of us shut down. But times are different now, they're saying, and now the collective is waking up. Each one of you is being called to wake up, and you're at your next level to ascend. You're being asked to start ascending. And that means letting go of all of the stuff that's no longer working for you. Anything that is not for your best and highest self needs to be let go of. And that includes the things that you're saying to yourself in your mind. I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not fast enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have the right gifts. I do have the right gifts. I am strong enough. Anything I need is available to me. The universe is abundant. It's from scarcity consciousness and scarcity mindset to abundant consciousness and mindset. Everything I need will come to me. People, places, things, money, everything. It'll all fall into place for me at exactly the right time. I know it. It's coming. And I got to tell you guys something. Since I have adopted this, my whole life has changed. It's still changing, but it's changing for the better because I lived in fear for so long, especially professionally, right? And then now, once I said, I'm just going to take a risk and I'm just going to go out on a limb, right? And do something that scares me, right? Not what I should do, what I am, right? Show your gifts. Show the world what you have. You're special. You're different. Show them what you have. The collective needs you. We need your gifts because we're all different and we all dovetail off each other. That's the whole point of all of this, is that we can help each other and help the world. So stand up. Now's the time. Stand up, show who you are, right? What do you have to lose? Nothing. Everything to gain. Let me go through some of these cards. You got the 3 cards that you need, that you're working on, that you have been in the past, that you might have been struggling with. The first one is a super moon, and it's improved relationships and emotions, right? A lot of us have struggled with relationships and emotions. Our own emotions of not feeling good enough is what they're telling me. I'm not enough as I am, because we were never told that. As you are right now, without money, without friends, without ancestors, just you by yourself, I'm telling you, you are enough. You are perfect just as you are. You have everything you need. You know why? Because it's inside of you, not outside of you. Stop looking outside of yourself. This is a very big sign that they want me to tell you. I've been getting this a lot for almost every client. Your logical mind cannot help you right now. This is spiritual, energetic work. You have to feel it in your heart, okay? You are enough, just as you are. You are enough. Stop looking outside. Stop looking for other readers, for PDFs. Stop looking at cards. Stop looking at, this one, that one. Stop doing that. You're driving yourself crazy, you're saying. Look inside yourself. What did the divine give you that makes you special and different, that no one else has? Because no one else can say it or do it the way that you can. No one. Have confidence in what's been given to you. You also got the full moon, healing, releasing, completion, struggling, 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 healing, releasing, and completion. When you heal and release, you complete. And that means you're eligible to move on to the next level of anything. It can be professionally, it can be personally, it can be spiritually, physically, energetically, monetarily, it doesn't matter. Many of you need to let go of where you are to move to your next level. And I know it's scary and I know it's easy to say, it's harder to do because you have to actually step into faith, not fear, but fear is still there. That's the whole point. I'm working on this myself. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. It's a process. Be gentle with yourself. Please don't be hard on yourself. The world's hard enough. Be gentle. You also got for your fixed star that you've been struggling with, Alkaid. Oh, I love this. Tail the big bear. You know, I have a thing for bears, right? I have a special relationship with my bears. Master the art of letting go. Use inner strength to remain silent. What are you not letting go of? What are you being told every single day to let go of? And you're not, because you're afraid. And I get it. It's easy to say. Oh, it's easy to say. Oh, Julie said, just step out. But really, I'm freaking afraid because I've been at my job for like 10 years. I'm super good at it. And if I let go of this because I'm following my heart, what's going to happen? There's no net for me. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm scared. Totally normal. But what if everybody loves you and you become a multimillionaire because your gifts are so freaking awesome, off the charts, and nobody can do what you do? What if? Just saying. Let go, right? Let go. The 3 cards that you got that right now are going to move you forward and help you. The first one you got was Venus. For your astrology planet says love, romance, connection, intimacy, gentleness, and beauty. Venus. Love, romance, connection, intimacy, gentleness, and beauty. Love of self, love of nature, love of everything around you. Love and passion in your life is super important. If you don't have that, it's time to go find it, no matter how scary it is. And you got to start somewhere. You got to trust somebody. So you might as well just begin, right? You were made. If I know anybody, 11s are passionate. We're passionate beings. To live life as an 11 without passion in your life sucks. Don't do that to yourself. Be honest with yourself and move forward. I'm doing, being honest with myself every day. Earth, abundance, foundation, grounded, nurturing, mother, fertility. Earth, there's only one Earth in all of the constellations, in all the realms. There's only one Earth, one Earth. This is the only place right now that we know of in this realm where we live. Not Mars, not Venus, not Jupiter, not Pluto, not Uranus, right? Just Earth. Abundance is on Earth. Foundation is on Earth. Being grounded is on Earth. Nurturing, mother, fertility. Treat yourself and the Earth the same, with honor, with respect, with dignity, and with love. If you guys start to try to lead from love, from everything you do, and abundance, everything will flow for you. Everything. And Draco, my favorite. Fixed stars of the dragon. You know I love my dragons. Evolution through love, Kundalini energy, fire of life. And it's a sleeping dragon. With the stars though, right? Stars. I love my dragons. Evolution through love. Fire of life. They're asking me to ask you, where are you backing down? Because you're scared. Where are you saying, you know what, I'm just gonna keep on going with someone that doesn't love me anymore, with a job that I don't get any passion out of anymore. I just go every day and I get a paycheck and it looks good on paper, but I hate it. I'm not using my gifts. With a body that's overweight because I let myself go, right? With a spiritual break, and I'm not close to spirit or the archangels or my ancestors, and I'm afraid. I feel alone. I hear this every single day. We are all the same. We are all connected. You guys just don't hear it as much as I do. So I'm here to tell you we're all connected. So if you're experiencing any of these things in any of these areas, please know you're not alone. We are all together on this one. You just don't hear it as much as I do. But let me tell you, we're all together. But if you have any of these areas in your life where you feel like, you know what, things aren't going so great, it's time to make some changes, right? It's time. Because everything goes together, right? Like I say, every silo, your body, spiritually, physically, energetically, it's all connected. Professionally, personally, it's all connected. Don't be afraid. It's time to start living your life and for what you came here to do, to be the awesome human that you are, the superhuman that you are, the energetic being that you are, right? Live from love, live from abundance. All right, guys, I hope that helped. I love you all. If you need me, everything's down in the description box below. And if you have comments, please leave them because I love talking with you. And we're all in this together. I support you 100%. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.